Hey guys, Patrick Donovan, EXP Realty, part of the Johnson Group here with a special guest. As you can tell, it is not Brandon that was on the thing. It is actually Megan Kozlowski from Next Move Realty. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited for this. I've been watching y'all's videos a couple of times. You know, me and Brandon do our videos and everything, and I'm excited to be here. I get to take his place this week. It's exciting.
Yeah, I'm super excited. You got to get the applause going. For sure. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. And today we're going to be talking about Port Wentworth stats. Hold on. Boom. Whoa. That's the end. We're going to go to the beginning. We're going to be doing
everything that we're going to be talking about.
You just saw it all. Have a good evening. So we're doing Port Wentworth stats briefly. Then we're going to talk about this article, which I thought was super crazy. Check this out. Let me show you this article real quick. Look at this. High housing costs are pushing some Americans to make major family sacrifices like delaying having kids or giving up pets. Megan, would you give up your pets to live in a house?
I would not. I could not. I'd live in my car with my dog for sure.
Okay.
It's
I understand
size,
that.
so it works.
But I also don't want to forget, if you live in the Rice Hope area, please, because we're going to have a tailgate party on Saturday at 4 p.m. You do not want to miss it. Should be super fun. We have the Alabama-Georgia game. We have the projector out there. It's like an inflatable one. Huh?
One of the comments, somebody said that's so sad that people are giving up their pets and everything. I said, it is sad.
I know that is sad. And there's some other crazy stuff in here, so you definitely don't want to miss
we'll go over it.
We're going over it for sure. But yeah, you don't want to miss the tailgate party. It's going to be in Rice Hope. It's going to be super fun. Definitely check it out. And, of course, our special guest is Megan Kozlowski, and hopefully we can get her on here more frequently. I'd love to do that. So let's just get right into it. Are you ready for this?
I'm so ready.
Born ready.
Born ready.
There you go.
All right. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the median sales price in Port Wentworth, showing last year 2024 to this year 2025. What is great about this is that it's showing that prices for Port Wentworth are actually holding pretty steady compared to last year. So this just shows the resilience despite the affordability challenges that everybody has been going through this year. So, Patrick, do you think that with the prices holding steady, do you think that means that the demand is still strong, or how do you feel about that?
No, the opposite of that. I feel like the demand is weak. I just think, we are in a natural housing cycle where it's down right now anyway, right? All the kids are back in school, you know what I'm saying? So, I think everybody typically makes that move. Now, I know there's people out there that don't have children and move all the time, but this is typically a slower part of the year. But also with prices being flat, it just shows that it's just very hard to buy a home right now. The home prices are just really high. And for actually Port Wentworth, $319, that's not too bad compared to some of the other places, but still, it's really high for people to afford these prices. I don't know how some people are doing it. I had a conversation with an economist from Georgia Southern University. If you didn't see that video, he's like, I don't know how people are doing it. He doesn't know. What are you seeing out there? Do you think demand is strong? Are you seeing a bunch of buyers coming into the market, or what?
I'm not. I'm seeing a lot of the sellers their houses are sitting on the market longer. There's a little bit of buyers, but nothing compared to how many sellers are out there. And I think on both sides, people are, there's just not a lot of activity right now,
Right.
Not a lot of sales happening. And we're clearly seeing that with sales prices, with days on market, all of it.
Well, hello, y'all. Says that's so sad. Material Girl, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Hello, y'all. Always, thank you so much for joining us. She's one of my favorite guests. Material Girl says, is there a chance that flat prices can start being lower anytime soon? I really believe we are going to get a pullback a little bit, about 10%, but I don't think it's going to happen immediately, because what is happening is people are pulling their houses off the market. If they're not getting what they want, they're like, you know what? They drop it 5,000. They drop it 5,000. They drop it 5,000, and they're like, you know what? I'm not doing it no more, and they just roll out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hello, y'all says they're getting rid of their pets. Obviously, that's how they're doing it. Laugh out loud. Okay.
That's how they're affording. That's how they're affording houses.
Right. Just get rid of them. Just buy Camping Show. Bye, Albert. Love you, but you were great. But
yeah, sorry. We need a house though for our new pet later on.
Right. Material Girl 2014. I've heard buying is a lot harder. I'm a single mom. What's the chance I'll get that opportunity anytime soon with interest rates finally being cut? What do you think, Megan?
I think yes, buying is a lot harder right now. But it is harder, especially with the prices and the rates and everything. The rates are going down, which I think is great. And, something that I always tell my buyers, especially if you're a first-time home buyer or something like that, you find the right agent and the right loan officer, and they'll find the easiest way for you to find exactly what you're looking for and get the best out of it. I mean, there are different what are they? Not grants, but there's different loans that you can use. Programs. Thank you. There's different programs that you can use that actually help you with the down payment, with, all that money up front that some people just don't have, the opportunity to save right now with everything, not just home prices going up, but everything's going up. So definitely reach out to a good agent that can put you in touch with a great loan officer. And then when you start there, those two people become your lifeline to get you where you want to go. And they find the best opportunities for you. So yes, I definitely see that opportunity happening for you.
Georgia Dream's a good one if you're a first-time home buyer. But I will show you the rates here real quick. If you didn't know, this from Mortgage News Daily. This is where I check my rates. Of course, if you need, these are for the best, most qualified people, right? They're putting 20% down, and these are the rates for them. This might not be your rates. That's why Megan's saying you need to get with a lender, which I have a ton. Megan, I'm sure you got a ton that you can refer, but 6.39 for a fixed rate. FHA 6.06 is not bad compared to what it's been. A year ago, I think it was in high sixes. So, and the VA 6.08. So rates are coming down even since the Fed rate cut. I think these are baked into what was happening over there dropping. So, like I say, get with the right lender. Here's the thing I always say: if you're not ready to buy right now, then just don't. Save up your money. Save as much money as possible. But if you are ready to go, hit us up. We can get you with the right program. Okay.
Absolutely.
Right. Good question, Material Girl 2014.
Very good question. I loved it.
All right. So new listings, no change. Homes are. No change on new listings from year over year, and home sales are down by 10% from last year. Fewer homes available could keep prices from dropping. I think that's, like I said, it's hard for these people because we're not getting very many new listings, just flat from last year, and then home sales are down. So, like I said, I think people are pulling their homes off the market. What are you seeing in terms of seller activity right now, Megan?
Like we said, I'm seeing sellers. They're used to what we saw a couple years ago, or a year ago, really. Where homes were going on the market and they were coming right off. Sellers were getting all of this activity and everything, and now they're not seeing that anymore. And I think it scares them. It makes them drop their prices multiple times. And just like you said, people they're getting frustrated. If they get to the point where they're saying, okay, well, I'm not even making money off of this anymore because I've dropped the price so much. So they just take their house off the market. If they don't have to sell right now, if there's nothing that's pushing them, then they're just not going to sell right now. And I'm definitely seeing that in the sellers that I've worked with sellers that I'm currently working with, and all around, definitely.
I think, and then another thing, and we're going to cover the days on market here shortly, but I just think that if you're going to sell, be patient, right? Just be patient. And I think don't drop your prices so much, so fast, so quick. Like people are like, I haven't seen any activity 2 weeks, $5,000 drop. And then 2 weeks later, $5,000 drop. In 2 months, you've lost, not lost, but you dropped your house by $20,000. But if you just waited, you could potentially get what you were looking for. So I am saying for sellers, if you're really ready to sell, you got to be a little bit patient. Let's get back to the Material Girl. She says, is Georgia First Time Homebuyer a good program, or does it cover lots of costs for closing, and those rates are terrible? Right? Rates are not great. Obviously, you're used to the 3%. Yeah, it's terrible. But the Georgia Dream, they have a ton of money that you can get from them. I'm telling you right now, Georgia Dream right now is probably the best thing going, right next to new construction, because new construction's got the rates that are lower than that. You get actually I saw 3.99 DR Horton. I got an email on that. There's on some homes they're giving 3.99% interest rate compared to 6%. It's pretty daggum good. Hello, y'all says, so your due diligence before buying or considering buying, you will save yourself a lot of time and headaches. Yeah, do your due diligence for sure. I mean, do your homework. And that's why we have this. I have this channel. That's why I have Megan on here to bring her experience to bear so you guys can understand what's going on. My channel is dedicated to teaching you how to buy a home, what programs are out there. So definitely check out my YouTube channel if you have any questions about those types of things.
Yeah, I also wanted to kind of weigh in on that. So the Georgia Dream, it covers up to $10,000 or 5% of your purchase price, whichever one is lower. So that's how much it will cover. And then also, if you're a first-time home buyer, there's a separate program that is first-time home buyer program as well in Georgia that you can use. So also, whenever you do find that loan officer that you can work with, that lender, they'll explain all of that to you, and they'll be able to help you find the best one for you and which one will be most beneficial. So
there's 7 different Georgia Dream programs.
There's 7 different Georgia Dream programs.
Just 7 different ones. It's like Peach Plus, military one. It's crazy. There's a ton of them. So that's why I say get with us. I can get you in touch with. I like to use Christina Boyette for Georgia Dream because she's done a lot of them. But there's like 7 different ones. So you could qualify. She's going to look through this matrix and find the one that's perfect for you. Material Girl says, I thought I couldn't get a first-time home buyer loan on new construction. You can't. Or is that different loan? It is. So if you're on resale homes, you get that. What I was trying to say is that the 2 games in town, if you can get first-time home buyer stuff with the Georgia Dream, also and combine it with like the Savannah Dreammaker if you're buying Savannah, that's great. But then also new construction is great. So It's not the same program. All right. Good questions. I'm loving it tonight. The chat is blowing up. It's good questions. Thank you, Material Girl 2014.
All right. So let's talk about the closed sales and the days on the market. So we've kind of touched on this just briefly. But so you can see by these numbers, so closed sales are actually down by 9%. So not more sales, definitely less. And the days on the market are going up. So that's what I was talking about the sellers. We were used to things coming off the market same day, if not, staying on the market for a week. And here we are going up to about a month and a half. In some places, it's about 3 months. It's crazy. We're seeing fewer closed transactions. Homes are sitting longer. So buyers can be a little bit more cautious. If you see something and you're like, days on the market, it's at, 50 something. So why has that home not sold? Those are the things that buyers are thinking to themselves as well as they're looking. So actually, Patrick's got some graphs for the days on the market to talk about too, real quick.
Yeah, just so you see Port Wentworth, compared to the other areas around here, is actually doing pretty good compared to Savannah, Richmond Hill, 96 days. So you're talking, we're getting close to a balanced market. I feel like actually, let me just see. We can find that out right now. There's no need to guess. Watch this. All right, Port Wentworth, the 3.8 day or 3.8 months of supply, so that's still a seller's market there. Savannah 5. If you hit 6 months, that's a perfectly balanced market. But you see these 5s, 5.2, 5.3 up in every area except for Port Wentworth. Actually went down in Port Wentworth for months of supply. So days on the market, months of supply, all that stuff is reflecting what we're seeing right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, the affordability is just slowing down. I can't, when you can't. I was trying to tell this to somebody in our Facebook group. You're saying how much values have exploded in our area, and I go, yeah, it's great, except people can't, like, the prices got pushed so far up. The wages in our area are not keeping up. Wages only went up 28% since 2020, and now and home price went up like 72%. So how does that math it out? We're about to show you how that's mathing out. It's not mathing out.
We're going to show you.
Babies going on Tinder dates and becoming roommates. It's crazy. Hello, y'all said that's really bad. Oof. I know. Oof, indeed.
Yeah.
All right. Price per square foot, slight dip by just 2%. This means that buyers have the negotiating power. I think we've talked about that. Buyers got the chance; they got more options, and they got the buying power. So if you're looking to make a deal, I'm going to tell people just throw an offer out. If you're buying right now, you get $50,000 less. Why not? New roof? Yes. You want the cat? Maybe not. Some people don't want the cat, but we'll see what's going on here. All right.
All right. So we're actually going to put this in a little bit of national context so that you can see the difference. And this slide right here just blows my mind. So nationally, nearly half of Americans are struggling with housing costs. Some are making major family sacrifices, and that's more than just cutting back on, going out to eat sometimes. I mean, some of these people are delaying kids. They're giving up their pets. They're postponing divorces, and they're moving in with family. It's completely crazy. So, Patrick, which one do you think probably surprises you the most?
I mean, it's got to be like we're divorcing, but we're not leaving each other. Can't quit you because of a 3% interest rate and a mortgage. Right? Could you imagine you hated somebody and you're walking in the house every day just grumpy as hell because you're stuck?
And your house costs so much, so now you're mad about that, and you're married to somebody that you can't stand. It's just bad all around.
What is the most shocking for you?
Truthfully,
Megan,
I gotta say it's gotta be maybe delaying kids, but I gotta say it's giving up pets.
Yeah,
because I've seen people postpone divorces for so many reasons that the giving up pets thing, like you see homeless people that have pets, like, come on.
The dude with the cat on his shoulder walking around downtown Savannah. No, I know you're
talking about. He's got the little leash on him.
Yeah, that cat is awesome, by the way. Holy cow. All right, let's catch up on the chat here. So Material Girl 2014 said, I have some family waiting or wanting to buy right now, and then they want to move a few years later, but I've said the resale for that house down the road will never be what they pay for it now. Am I wrong? Am I misunderstanding that question?
So he's saying that they want to buy it right now, but they're going to have to move like in 3 years, basically. So if they sell it in 3 years, are they going to get what they bought for it? I mean, I agree with you. I don't think that they're going to get what they buy for it this year.
3 years is no good. If you're buying a house right now, actually, I would say if you're ever going to buy a house, don't plan to leave in 3 years unless you're like a flipper. Unless you buy and rent, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you buy now, I mean, you need to be in your house for like 5-6 years. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the happy median, something that actually I used to teach real estate agents whenever they were out looking for people that wanted to sell their houses, is people between 5 to 10 years. That's like that happy median where people have lived in their house, they've outlived their house, and they want to move. And I think that's a good time to where you can get money back for your house. You've been in it long enough, or you've updated it, or however. I definitely, in 3 years, it's going to be, or a few years, is going to be hard to get that price that they paid for it, especially right now.
Unless you're a real estate agent. Then you can save a little bit on commission. Because, you're talking about this to resell a house, you're talking about 7%. especially if you got problems. And then if in previous videos I talked about it, if you get a house that has a roof that's older than 15 years old, that's you're gonna have to replace it before you sell it. I mean, you're talking about if the painting, that's gonna cost you money. So 7% to sell your house is what you're gonna gain. Are you gonna gain that in 3 years? 7%? I don't think so. Especially not now. Because I think we're going to go backwards. So definitely, if you're going to sell in 3 years, don't buy now. There would have to be some insane stuff to happen for home prices to go back up. Now, if they tried to reduce the rates to what they were before, then maybe. But okay, so Material Girl says she'd rather move in with the family than postpone divorce. I agree. Hello, y'all said postpone divorce is insane, and give it the pet is pretty insane. I mean, I know. Gosh.
I just put them all together. You can't have kids. You give up your pets. Now you're living with your ex-husband that you're still married to, and now your cousin's living with you too, renting a room. Like, there you go.
So if you're living with your soon-to-be divorced or divorced husband, or you're not divorcing but you're not together, are you going out on dates and stuff and bringing them back to the house?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, I just got divorced. Oh, you did? Yeah. You want to meet him? He's at my house. Like, I can't imagine that conversation.
It might become more prevalent. People are like, oh, yeah, I got you. I understand.
Yeah, my wife's at my house. I get it.
Else has just look up bad country song. Yeah, it's a bad country song for sure. Holy cow. The tractor, we gave up the tractor, but we couldn't give up the divorce. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Everyday sacrifices. People eating out 41% less. I get that. 35% taking fewer vacations. Get that. That's an easy one. I mean, I feel like those things would make sense, cooking your own food. But I would say I've been to fast food restaurants. It's cheaper to buy. If I go to Taco Bell, I'm getting burritos for less than I can make them now.
Now, can you afford the toilet paper after the Taco Bell?
Hey, you know what? If it's good Taco Bell, it's worth it. I don't care.
If it's good Taco Bell, it's not Taco Bell.
People working extra shifts, 20% working extra shifts, or maybe getting another job, right? And then skipping meals. Like, what? What does that even mean? Like,
I mean, that's my new diet plan for sure. I just saving up to buy a house. And when people are like, why aren't you eating? I'm like, it's going into savings.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go.
We're saving and saving poundage too. Who needs Ozempic? That stuff's expensive.
Can't do that if you're buying a house.
Right. You can't be affording Ozempic if you're buying a house.
Right.
For sure. All right.
All right, so local versus a national connection. So just taking a look at Port Wentworth, what we see is we've got flat prices. Yes, there's fewer sales and there's longer days on the market. Nationally, people are sacrificing just to afford housing. So what we're seeing locally is that the prices aren't crashing, but activity is going to slow. But the affordability pressures are definitely reshaping family decisions, as we can obviously see in the different, avenues that people are taking to save up money.
It's just crazy.
I'm gonna the comments real quick. Hello, y'all said the skipping meals is sad to me because that 15% are probably parents or single folks. That's true. That is very sad. And Material Girl 2014 said, what should you be looking for when you're trying to make a smart financial decision and buying a house? So
what do you think?
I just think what Patrick said earlier, if you don't have to buy right now, I would wait. Save up as much money as you can, because the more money that you put down is just going to help with your rates and, your monthly costs and things like that. And then just finding working on your credit, finding a good loan officer whenever you do go to buy a house so that they can find different programs that can help you in that decision too. But yeah, just saving up money, really. So, hi, Mackenzie. Hi.
Hey, Mackenzie. How you doing? Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. No, I agree with you. I mean, I just, it's the sacrificing stuff. I don't know what you should sacrifice. Obviously, as I'm not a financial manager. I would say going out to eat would be one of the things. I mean, because we go to sometimes we go to the restaurant, just me and my beautiful wife, and it is expensive.
Yes.
Like you're over 100 for sure. There's no doubt.
Easy.
I mean, unless you're pre-gaming or something, I don't know, but like you're not going out for less than $100.
Yeah.
So that's an easy one for me. But like I said, I agree with you. Like the programs, look at my channel. Like I said, I got Georgia Dream explained on my YouTube channel. Go look at it. It'll tell you about the programs. There's you look for assumable loans. Those could be a good option too. If you could find somebody who's willing to, if you're putting an offer like, hey, could I assume your loan? Mackenzie, what do you think about assuming loans? I mean, you're a real estate agent. Tell me what you think about assuming loans. I think those are great. And Hello Y'all says groceries are even more expensive these days as well. I know.
Yes.
Ground beef is ridiculous.
Everything is ridiculous. I used to buy groceries for $400 a week, and now it's up to over $700 for groceries.
$400 a week?
Every 2 weeks.
Oh, every 2 weeks. Okay.
Every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I can't leave the store under less than $100 too. That's another thing. Like I go to the store and I'm coming back, it's definitely over 100.
Oh, easy, yeah.
Mackenzie says, "Hey, super great if there isn't a huge gap." Right. Because so what she's saying about the assumptions, if they're selling the house for $400,000 and they have $100,000 or they have $300,000 left on their loan, you got to come to the table with $100,000, which I don't even know how you're going to save $100,000. Hell, you're giving up your pets, your kids, your arms and stuff. Like, how are you going to get that kind of down payment? But I'm just saying it's an option if you have money. That's why I'm saying don't buy now if you don't have to. Save up the money. If we saw the last week, I was talking about the affordability index. It is actually cheaper to rent now. It breaks my heart to say that. Breaks my heart to say that. Of course, if you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video. I really appreciate it. And got a couple questions for y'all. Please answer these. So, how has housing costs affected your family?
Yeah.
And would you ever co-buy with a friend or family? Megan, would you co-buy with a friend or a Tinder date?
I would definitely. I don't think I love my friends to death, but I don't think that it's like let's go buy a house together kind of friends. I definitely I would buy a house with probably my sister. That's probably the only person in my family that I could stand long enough to actually buy a house with them and live with them. But other than that, yeah, I don't see, I rented with friends when I was in, late teens, early 20s and everything. And after that, I'm good. So yeah, I'm happy living by myself. And right now with, my boyfriend and everything, I don't think I would do friends or family, to be honest. Don't think so.
Right.
What about you? You got any friends that you would live with?
No. I love all my friends, but no. Like, just think about pubic hair situations. Like, that's always the thing that comes to my brain when I'm living with people that I don't, like, even though you're my friend, our pubic hairs don't mix together well. I just think I was in the barracks, so that's why my brain always goes that. I had 4 dudes sharing one bathroom, and I can't tell you how disgusting that was. I hated every day of that. So let's catch up on the comments here.
Yeah, I can't imagine that. I share a bathroom with one male, and I'm good.
I had 3 more.
Yeah, forget that.
All right. So Material Girl says, what's the ideal amount to have put down on a home percentage-wise? Of course, 20% is the magical number.
Yes.
But who the hell can save $100,000 for a 20% down payment? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At $300,000, what's that? What's that number? I typically do good math stuff, but it's like $75,000 like you got to save to put down on a house. Hello Y'all says selling kidneys and things. Well, maybe you can get $75,000 if you sell your kidneys. That'd be good.
There you go.
Material Girl. Material Girl said she would buy a house with her family member, so that's good. Hello, y'all said never co-buy with a friend or my family. What's wrong with your family?
What's wrong with your family? They're the ones that are out there selling kidneys.
Your family. You're gonna have to buy it with your own family. Mackenzie says no, kids, yes. Other than that, no. All right, so you buy a house with your kids. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And then a crazy face because I was talking about pubic hairs. I'm sorry, Mackenzie. Sorry.
Went a little off the rails there.
But how's the family? How did it, how's this higher price environment affecting your family? I mean, like, for us, I mean, it's like I said, it's gross. Not gross. It's groceries mainly for me. It hurts every time I go to the grocery store. It just hurts my feelings.
Oh, absolutely.
What about you? What is affecting you, Megan?
Well, I mean, housing costs with them going up, obviously. I'm having less sales myself, so that does affect me. But also, right. Like you said, just all the other costs as well. It's not just the housing, just all the other costs are affecting everything, gas when we take trips and things like that, groceries, just dog food. I'm going to have to get rid of my dog soon. It's just crazy things. But yeah, I think everybody is definitely feeling the changes of the affordability here nowadays.
Absolutely. Well, that's it. We're wrapping it up right now. Hello, y'all says everything's going up. Yeah. Material Girl, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Like I said, the national affordability pressures are real, and I think we talked about that at length. I think, everybody's feeling the pinch. Don't forget my tailgate party on Saturday, Indigo Lake. If you live in Rice Hope, you gotta go. I want to thank you, Megan, for getting on with me and hanging out with us. I want to thank everybody that came on to Hello, y'all, Mackenzie, Material Girl. I want to thank you guys for chatting with us tonight. I appreciate that. If you haven't liked the video yet, please like it. Share with your friends if you thought it was interesting. I thought this was an interesting topic myself.
I did too. I thought it was really good, and it's informative. Everybody thinks that real estate agents were always going to tell you to sell and we're always going to tell you to buy, but sometimes you got to know the truth too. So
exactly. And once again, like I said, thank you so much, Megan, for getting on with me, and I hope to see you in another one.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to come back and be able to do this again.
All right, sweet. Well, I'll see you all soon. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.